5 companies that went bankrupt overnight. Some of these were giants of their industry, right up until the moment everything collapsed. Here's what happened. Number 5, Thomas Cook. Founded in 1841, Thomas Cook was one of the oldest travel companies in the world. 178 years old when it collapsed in September 2019. The company couldn't manage $2.1 billion in debt as travel habits shifted toward booking directly online instead of through agencies. When it finally folded, over 600,000 travelers were left stranded across the globe overnight, triggering the largest peacetime repatriation effort in British history to bring them home. Over 21,000 employees worldwide lost their jobs the moment the company shut its doors. Number 4, Blockbuster. At its peak, Blockbuster had over 9,000 stores worldwide and completely dominated the video rental industry. In the year 2000, Netflix actually offered to sell itself to Blockbuster for just $50 million, and Blockbuster turned them down. Blockbuster's own CEO later dismissed Netflix as a niche service that wasn't worth worrying about. By the time Blockbuster tried to pivot into streaming, it was already too late. Weighed down by debt and outpaced by digital competition, Blockbuster filed for bankruptcy in 2010, going from 9,000 stores and 84,000 employees down to almost nothing in just a few years. Today, only a single store remains open, kept alive mostly as a nostalgic tourist attraction. Number 3, Enron. Once one of the most celebrated companies on Wall Street, Enron used complex accounting tricks and shell companies to hide billions of dollars in debt from investors. For years, it looked unstoppable, until the fraud finally came to light in late 2001. The stock collapsed from over $90 a share to under a single dollar in just a matter of weeks. Enron filed for bankruptcy that December, listing $63.4 billion in assets, the largest corporate bankruptcy in American history at the time. Thousands of employees lost their jobs and their retirement savings overnight, since much of their pensions had been tied up in company stock. The scandal was so severe it led to entirely new financial regulations still in place today, and it even took down Enron's own accounting firm, Arthur Andersen, in the process. Number 2, Lehman Brothers. Founded all the way back in 1850, Lehman Brothers was one of the most respected investment banks in the world for over 150 years. Risky bets on mortgage-backed securities finally caught up with the firm as the housing market collapsed in 2008. When Lehman filed for bankruptcy on September 15, 2008, it instantly became the largest bankruptcy in United States history. The collapse sent shockwaves through the entire global financial system and helped trigger the broader 2008 financial crisis that followed. Thousands of employees walked out of Lehman's headquarters carrying boxes of their belongings that same day, an image that became one of the defining photos of the entire crisis. Number 1, FTX. Once one of the largest cryptocurrency exchanges in the world, FTX collapsed almost overnight in November 2022, after reports revealed the company had secretly used customer funds for risky trading and personal expenses. Roughly $8 billion in customer assets simply vanished. Confidence in FTX evaporated within days, and the exchange filed for bankruptcy almost immediately after. Founder Sam Bankman-Fried was later arrested and convicted on multiple counts of fraud. The collapse shook the entire cryptocurrency industry and triggered calls for far tighter regulation going forward. Just weeks earlier, FTX had been valued at $32 billion, making the speed of its collapse one of the fastest falls from grace in modern business history. And that's 5 companies that went bankrupt seemingly overnight. Notice the pattern. Most of these companies looked unstoppable right up until they weren't. Whether from hidden fraud, crushing debt, or simply failing to adapt fast enough. Even the biggest names in business aren't immune to collapse. If you like this ranking, subscribe to List Logic. We rank the best and worst of everything worth knowing. See you in the next one.